What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new video right here on The Shift. It is Francisco Rojas. And if you have listened or watched me and Nick Earnshaw's podcast recently, within the last couple of weeks, you would know this Cooperstown case was coming. Dick Allen, he's back on the classic baseball era committee ballot this year. And he's got another shot at getting into the Hall. Last time, I believe he was a vote shy. Literally one vote shy out of 16 possible votes. He did not get what he needed to get. So, should Dick Allen be in Cooperstown? Should he be in Cooperstown? Yes or no? Did my research for the vid, obviously. And I'm going yes. Dick Allen should be in the Hall of Fame. Initially, for me, it was, the longevity factor. He doesn't necessarily have the longest career when you look at some other players, especially in the Hall of Fame. Maybe like some future guys like Miguel Cabrera, Albert Pujols, who played 20 plus years, at least close to that. A Henry Aaron or a Willie Mays, guys who had incredibly long careers. But man, if you look at Dick Allen's peak from it was not just a 5-year peak. This was from 1964 to 1974. A 299, 386, 554 slash line. Almost a 300, 400, 500 slash. A 940 OPS plus, a 940 OPS, good for a 165 OPS plus, an OPS 65% above league average. Unbelievable. 319 home runs, almost 1,000 RBIs. He averaged 5.3 baseball reference WAR and almost 30 home runs and 90 RBI per year. That 10-year stretch, offensively, he was not just really good, he was elite. A 300, 400, 500 slash, almost a 400 on base. That's slugging. 554? That's unbelievable. It's really, really good. It's really good. And the OPS wasn't just good. It was elite. 65% above league average. 65%. He was really good. So he was not just really good, he was elite. He was right there. In that time span, look, a 58.3 B-WAR, 6th in baseball in that stretch. 968 runs scored, 7th. He was 5th in triples from this 10-year period. Others, 319 home runs, 5th. 7th in RBIs. 9th in walks. 10th in on-base percentage. 2nd in slugging. 1st in OPS plus, and 5th in total bases. And look at the names that he's right there with. All Hall of Famers, and maybe one or two that weren't in the Hall of Fame because of some either, Pete Rose. Pete Rose, that's an obvious one. He's not in the Hall of Fame for what reasons therefore, for betting on baseball. But other names, Hank Aaron, Carl Yastrzemski, Roberto Clemente, Ron Santo, Brooks Robinson, Willie Mays, Frank Robinson, Joe Morgan, all in the Hall of Fame. All of these guys are legends. Legends. And Dick Allen ranks with the top 5, top 10 in all of these hitting statistics. He's right there with the legends. Right there with the legends. So, my goodness. And then not to mention his 1972 MVP season. His rookie year, and I know they didn't care about wins above replacement back then in 1964. They didn't know what the heck it was. But he had almost a 9-WAR season. That's an MVP type of year and then some. It's an incredible year. Incredible year, 64, and then his 72 MVP season put up insane numbers then. So 64, 72 for Dick Allen, and all of these seasons in between were just unreal. I mean, if you look at the OPS numbers, like every single year from 64 to 74, the OPS plus is at least 145 every year, if not more. It's 181, 174, 199, 151, 165, 160. Like these are not just really good seasons year in and year out. This is a peak that you're having a 10-year peak. A 10-year peak. This isn't just a Ryan Howard, who I love to death in this city, talking about the Phillies here. You know, Dick Allen, a longtime Philly. Ryan Howard had, from 06 to 2011 was having one of the most unbelievable, stretches as a power hitter in the history of baseball. But that was 06 to 11. That's 5 to 6 years. I'm talking about Dick Allen from 64 to 74. That's I guess technically 11 years. That's a decade plus. So we're not just talking about some little small, 4 to 5, 6 year peak. This is 10 years. You're one of the best hitters in baseball, and putting up, these incredible numbers for 10 years with some of the best we have ever seen, with names like Henry Aaron and Willie Mays and Carl Yastrzemski. Like, these are some of the greatest out there. So look, I understand, for me going into this, it was borderline, still is. I can still see an argument on the other side for saying, well, he didn't necessarily have the longevity like some of these other names that I mentioned, with Joe Morgan and Hank Aaron and some of these other guys. But man, I truly think that for Dick Allen to have the span of dominance as a hitter for a decade, I think in his era, I do think just inches him, for me, just over the line as a Hall of Famer. Do I think he's a slam dunk? No, but I do think he inches just across that finish line. I do think he just gets across. So that's where I am, man. Dick Allen, I do think he is a Hall of Famer. Hopefully, it's gonna be tough. This classic era ballot, it's tough, man. Luis Tiant's on it too. Dave Parker. You have names on there that might garner some support. So we're gonna see. As far as the names on the regular Hall of Fame ballot as well, there's more Cooperstown cases coming in. This isn't the only one. This is Hall of Fame season for yours truly. So you're gonna get more and more. But I would also love for you to let me know, of course, is Dick Allen a Hall of Famer? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what other Cooperstown cases you would like to see. This will be a part of my Cooperstown case playlist, so you'll be able to go to the playlist. You'll be able to see the other ones that I have done so far. So make sure you go check out all of the Cooperstown cases that I've done in the past. So thank you so much for tuning in. Give me all the feedback in the comments, and follow us on Twitter. Follow me, follow The Shift, follow Nick as well. That's going to do it for me. Talk to you guys soon.